This just changed everything. Over 500,000 immigrants have 30 days to leave the U.S. The Trump administration just announced that it's revoking legal status for over 500,000 Cubans, Haitians, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans.
I believe Cubans thought that Trump is talking about someone different from them. Who were they thinking that it was?
Oh, you thought he wasn't talking about you.
Who are the illegals in the United States? Have you ever thought about that? Are there people who have come to the United States without legal papers? If that's the case, then this team that migrated to the US during Biden's reign, are they illegal? Because it is sad that they had legal papers. Continue watching and you shall understand how legal they came to the USA.
He was talking about the illegals.
Once again, who are the illegals?
Even though we tried to tell you, if your skin color was brown and you talk Spanish, he wants you out of the country, you thought, oh, he's not talking about me. We tried to warn you.
They did not take the warning because they thought Donald Trump was not talking about them. Consider the fact that they were supporting him. What did they think he was talking about? Who did they think was the target? Why did they think they were not targets? Probably because they were singing to him. They were supporting him. Is it betrayal? Some people say betrayal in the city, betrayal in America, the Cubans' betrayal. Which name suits this best? Let's see.
We tried to warn you. The mass deportations in U.S. history affect communities of color.
Are the Cubans among the people of color? I don't know. Maybe. Help me say that. Help me answer that.
How do they know if you're undocumented or not? They're going to be searching these neighborhoods, as they have been already. Learned that Cubans in Miami were Republicans, because coming from Michigan, I knew who the Republicans were. And they couldn't stand the Cubans. And it's like, you're voting for people who can't stand you. They tolerate you because you stay in Miami and you're not venturing out to Iowa. You're not venturing out into the Midwest to realize that the people you're supporting want you out of their country.
Now, here comes the big question. Why are Cubans not using the legal power to safeguard their citizenship? Why did they just move out so easily? We have strong lawyers, don't we?
I mean, this little sheet of paper just says, please follow the law and give an American citizen their rights, which you can still debate in court.
Now, which way after deportation? What do you do after the mighty passport has been rendered illegal? What do you do after a country you call your own home calls you an uncitizen, an illegal immigrant?
So I'm just so bizarrely confused. I was like, well, wow, deport to where? Because like, if you're an American, you're going to deport an American to where? What the heck? Because I can't say what I'm really thinking. So I'm just so bizarrely confused.
The Trump administration says that as soon as next month, they're going to be ending the legal status of more than 500,000 migrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. If they don't leave before losing that status, they could be targets for deportation. So these migrants were allowed into this country legally under a program from the Biden administration. It allows them to come here if they meet certain conditions and to be able to work for 2 years, and that is something that they're able to renew. Now, advocacy groups say that these migrants have been contributing to the U.S. economy and that if they are forced to return to their home countries, this could put their lives at grave danger.
Under immigration law, the Biden regime authorized the settlement of immigrants into the United States. The immigrants were to actively participate in development of the economy, to work, And after some time, they were also supposed to renew their contracts. Now that they have left, are they going to leave some gap in the workforce, the manpower, the taxation they were now used to? Now, if the manpower is going to have a gap, how is the United States going to fill it? Are they again going to reverse the law that Biden had put forth by recalling the immigrants, or will they call for new immigrants into the country? Stay put, subscribe to my page, like my work.
Individuals were allowed into the U.S. under a humanitarian parole program created during the Biden administration, a program meant to protect those fleeing war, dictatorships, or civil unrest. Under immigration law, the president can grant parole to allow people into the U.S. temporarily for urgent humanitarian reasons. It's not permanent, but it gave people a legal way to live, work, and stay safe while they waited for something better. That protection is now being taken away. Now, with a new executive order, the Trump administration is giving them just 30 days, starting March 25th, to self-deport. If they don't leave voluntarily, ICE will begin arresting and deporting them. This doesn't just impact the people on parole. It affects their families, their children in school, and entire communities. Should people who fled danger and followed the legal process now be forced to leave? Or is the U.S. justified in reversing this program?
Cubans felt like they're being sent away from home, from a place they've always called home, a rescue center. They had to fight back. It was not easy.
Personas inocentes que solo huyen de una dictadura, una tiranía asesina comunista.
Tras la detención de la joven cubana Laura de la Caridad González Sánchez, líderes del movimiento anticomunista I-220A expresaron su apoyo.
Como movimiento legal en el estado de la Florida, necesitamos por favor que se tomen en cuenta que si no hemos cometido crimen, que tenemos nuestras vidas organizadas, nuestro asilo pendiente, que por favor no tenemos por qué vivir con este terror.
So I've told that they had some good dancing for him, their favorites. But after a while, the state marriage turned into something very sore. They could no more swallow. It was very, very bitter. But the music was very, very sweet. Let's see.
I will vote. Arriba. I will vote for Donald Trump.
Nosotros queríamos. A mí nadie me pagó un centavo. A mí nadie me dijo que esto iba a ser beneficioso, ni siquiera que iba a traer.
I will vote for Donald Trump.